If I was to pinpoint which year in the entire 2010s decade was the best year for films, I think I'd have to nominate 2016. I mean, just look at the films that got released that year. This is a very, very, very strong group of films. With such a large number of excellent 2016 offerings, it should perhaps come as no surprise that some films from that year might have been overlooked, and I think they deserve some more attention. So, without further ado, here are my personal picks for 5 great 2016 films that you might have missed. Certain Women is a slow-paced anthology film based on short stories by Malie Malloy, which recounts 3 accounts of extraordinarily unextraordinary events in the lives of 3 women living in a small town. All of these stories are very familiar plot-wise and thematically, but I think what makes this film feel so unique is its very down-to-earth and realistic feel. Nothing feels artificial here whatsoever, which is a real credit to Kelly Reichardt's skill as a director. The performances are great from everyone involved, such as Laura Dern, Michelle Williams, Kristen Stewart, and especially Lily Gladstone in a real breakout performance. This is probably the most difficult of the bunch to recommend due to its tough accessibility and glacial pacing, but this is a well-written drama that is worth checking out for the more patient and adventurous of moviegoers. Eye in the Sky is a gripping, morally complex military drama that examines the usage of drone warfare in a smart and intelligent manner. Wisely, it doesn't take a side on the issue, but rather lets the events unfold naturally and organically, and lets the viewers grapple with the tough material. And the conversations they have about the muddy, morally gray waters don't feel preachy and moralizing, but instead feels like actual people with differing opinions having a conversation about the best course of action of a horrible situation. The ensemble cast is excellent, from Helen Mirren to Aaron Paul to Barkhed Abdi to Alan Rickman in what would be his final live-action role. It's exciting, it's intense, and it's smart. Eye in the Sky is a great and deeply rewarding experience. My Life as a Zucchini is an incredible, delightful, and charming little film, which is rather surprising when you consider this film refuses to shy away from some rather unpleasant and dark subject material. Despite the fact this film runs at a remarkably short runtime of 66 minutes, it manages to pack so much pathos and so much impact with what little runtime it has. Not a single second is wasted. And unlike other films that have child characters, I actually don't have a problem whatsoever believing that these are actual kids having these conversations. The dialogue here just feels so natural. There isn't any other film, animated or otherwise, that I can think of that's like this. Dark and melancholy, but also uplifting and inspiring, this film may not be your typical animated film, but it's all the better for it. Patterson, much like Certain Women, is a low-key, downbeat film that is perfectly content on focusing on the mundane tenets of everyday life. But unlike Certain Women, which focus more on the colder aspects of small-town Americana, this one focuses on the softer and warmer side. It's like savoring a cup of hot coffee on a cold winter day. It's relaxing and it's comforting, but not in a saccharine kind of way. This film is about a bus driver and aspiring poet played by Adam Driver, and it simply shows us what an average week in his unremarkable life is like, and all the interactions he has with the people in his life. Simplistic and undeniably charming, but surprisingly never boring, Patterson is a genuine and pleasant breath of fresh air. Love and Friendship is based on a little-known, posthumously published Jane Austen novella, Lady Susan, which follows Lady Susan, played beautifully well by Kate Beckinsale, as she attempts to manipulate and scheme herself and her daughter into a higher social status by securing wealthy husbands for them. This film was loved by critics when it first came out, and I mean loved by critics. But then it came and went, and now it seems like it's mostly fallen by the wayside. But I personally feel this deserves to be included in the conversation of best Jane Austen adaptations. It's clever, it's witty, the characters are well defined and well written, and plus, it's just funny. Like, not chuckle-worthy every now and then, but like several moments where I was laughing really hard. Love and Friendship is just such a great and deeply entertaining film, and one that, in my opinion, far too people have seen. And those are my picks for the top 5 great films of 2016 that you might have missed, and hopefully I've inspired you to check out at least one of these films. There were a lot of great 2016 films, so if you feel I missed a great overlooked 2016 film, let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, please consider giving it a like and share. Links to all my social media are in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.